in a too greedy split somewhat in the middle here. Some unplayable and the eastern side is still in, but it doesn't have too much of an impact of this current circle here.
No, tough for a lot of these fields, but thankfully for Tego, they have, for my money, some of the best fields in the entire game because of the lips that exist on the edge of them, so you can go there, just like Furia did in that game where they were able to basically use that to as a launching pad to qualify here for this stage. And now up that north side, you can see everything's kind of kicking off a little bit. A lot of shots going towards each other here with Falcons, with the N Supers, with S2G. And now I think eventually maybe T1 might get in the mix of this as well. Even Anyone's Legend and Cerberus might even go for a bit of a wrap around that area too.
Sure. Oh, nades coming in. Oh, this could be a three-way fight with Twisted Minds lurking in the back, James. That's not really fortunate for TE. Jotsu shots connecting onto Glorious. And Twisted Minds, rough one for him.
Too exposed. And again, they're kind of sandwiched in a bit of this portion of the map at the moment, are the Expendables, because Full Sense was looking their way, and of course they were very, very cautious about that. A little bit of a drive away maybe here for the Expendables. I think that they realized that this might be a little bit difficult to really get themselves out of. Glory's up and trying to do something alongside the likes of Tanvu there. It's slow and steady though. Nobody wants to make a move just yet.
No, it's very much so setting up for the next couple of phases of the game where you're able to maybe make a sprint forward on, or make any rotation where there's already teams or third party, some fights. That's really been the big shocker for Tigers. It's a lot of third parties going on as we drive here with Lou. And yeah, I mean, in this one, it's and I mean, for this case here, there's some 3 gear that's, oh, look at this though. Cerberus, the big pull up on Furia.
No.
And they're actually trying to rat it just a little bit. DraftKings trying to slow it down. See if you maybe get an opening knock here, James. Oh, that's an easy one for him.
There's a potential for 2 knocks here, considering the jump that you actually have on them. Biel goes for a nade as well forward. Stan goes down. Pong in the distance gets Chewy. That's a big one to take. Terror actually taking a knock. And this is huge from Furia. They've been able to dismantle Cerberus on his entry.
Cerberus, that's an awful one for them. And for me, when you're Furia disengaging on this and just letting a team take it and just kind of slow playing it outside, I really like that setup. And then everyone else is coming in here and they come out. They just saw that a quick seed is going to come out, seed swap's going to come out, and then Furia with so far 3 kills. That's a huge one for them, but 17 total points after this one, even still going to hold them on to 16th place. Good nade.
While all this was going on, Cerberus now down. We had 2 mortars hit Petrichor Road from different teams, and now Myth was moving up here to try and do a little bit more damage even to them as well. But they have been able to recover. This is quite a good spot usually to make kind of your home, your resident with a car fort and stuff like that. However, it's also a bit of a notorious spot to hit with mortars. So teams know the distances to this location because a lot of teams do set up here in a pinch.
Yeah, and as Petrichor is trying to move some of the cars that has 2 and 3 wheels taken away here, it's going to be difficult for them. Next circle does pop, James, and let's talk about this one. There's at least 35 or even maybe 40% of this circle that is inside the unplayable. That means the next circle is going to shift west. But look at the center compound east of Furia. It's not taken. It is still open to be swapped into it. Let's see if Kickstart's actually going to be able to swap that in and take that. Look at that. The information's coming in from him. He could jump down. He gives the information that S2G's down here, and the 2 open bonds is kind of available. I'm not sure if they want to play it. These kind of plastic areas where there's not too much cover is not too good to play, but the information that Anyone's Legends up here is actually being shared. Look at that. Shots come in. Connects quite a lot onto Delvin here from Anyone's Legends.
And there is a potential here as well. Watch all these fights go down. Shrimsy does hit Delwyn, and now Kickstart burning. He's burning. He's going to have to crash on in down to the rest of his teammates here to try and make something work against Anyone's Legend, because Anyone's Legend are a genuine threat. So got to be getting those reinforcements on as quickly as possible.
Oh my God, what a landing with the with the glider being broken on top of this one. It's a fantastic amount of info he's going to be able to get out here. Sure, it's not inside the next circle, but still sitting up a little bit. He could give the information that Anyone's Legends on that northern side and trying to get away out of it. 4 guys alive for Falcons though, and some 3 gears looking good on Tickleton here.
Martin, I do think this is going to be an interesting game based on the fact that 4 AM had the for everything that's going to be going down today. Now, how are they going to be tested? What are they going to do to make sure that they don't let off the gas here?
Molotov falling out of the car and getting flushed immediately, but Tulin's also knocked here. Means that Twisted Minds are losing 2. They're going to try to go back for it. There's a little bit of cover here, but Falcons and the boys are close, and they have to push in. Now on board with Jiggleton. Let's see what he has to say.
Smoke underneath me.
Yeah, in the smoke. I'm taking it, but Tulin's angle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking it as well. I'm with H.
Can you give me a mark kick? I don't see the smoke.
I can. I'm gonna get the kill right there.
There's one on the left.
They seem pretty calm.
Yellow bush.
Separate smokes, yeah.
Good information being shared here. Last guy yellow, they say, and they have the full information onto Twist here. So it seems like a pretty easy setup for them. And yeah, that's Example down as well. Lou down 2. And I think the last guy is the other one here. That's one knock from the side of Full Sense. Flash actually finds and flushes Shrimpsy. It's again another third-party angle here. Now they're going to disengage from this one. Potentially losing 2 players to good. Only 2 or 3 kills here. I'm not sure it's worth it. But they're going to be sending it in slowly here from this angle.
Still Edge. Let's see what they can do. Still Edge with this circle shift coming their way. Fury is ahead of them. Kickstart knocked. Looks like we'll be going for everything that's going on. Oh, sorry, it was healing. My apologies. The new indicators sometimes throw me off a little bit. I'm getting used to them. But Belmoth now also denying H-Wing completely. It's going to be a bit difficult here for Falcons to be able to make anything work from here. There's a lot of barrels looking their way, and anyone's legend can move in behind them too.
Yeah, for sure. And with this new circle here, there's a lot of control on that western side. Not a lot of teams. It's on the east, mainly DN Supers. We have T1 in the dead center. And T1, they had a good spot when we started the day and had some good potential placements of it. But yeah, that's not it. MS finds kickstarts and finds the flush as well. Now is running it straight into 4 AM. The team that they need to stop is now chipping away at the health bars of Na'Vi here.
Little bail, shots coming in. 0-4 gets boosted instantly on the side of that shed, and Chewie will finish him off. Bear is down as well. For Na'Vi, this was a bit of a Hail Mary to try and make some happen, and it is looking dire to try and make this catch-up occur if they want to try and catch up with the #1 spot on this leaderboard. Spiro, though, takes HS. That's not bad at all. Nade goes forwards here from Hakatori, but he takes one as well. Ferris is now down in this fight. Oh, and double nade with another nade. Brilliant stuff here from 4 AM.
The team that was in the chase now is being dislodged by the team in the lead, and yeah, kills and points going the way of 4M. It's very unfortunate for this campaign that they are trying to send it here. Could they lose 1 player? Could they get information onto one of the knock players here? As the Meme is on that western side. He's outside the zone. Spiro trying to set up a little bit of a shop here to dislodge 4AM.
What else have you got in that trunk? You're going to need a lot, mate. You're going to need a lot. Poor Spiro to try and make things go. As H is down, the spaceman healing up, repositioning from Winder, downwind of him. And I don't know if Spiro can really do anything more from here. The recovery is going to have to be monumental against it. Goes for some shots against Winder, hits him a little bit, has to duck on down, knowing that there is potentially 3 guys looking his way from this south side.
He's looking at HMS and see if he can make something happen here. That's an 8. Oh, that's actually going to get close to him. Shots coming in from the side as well. He's going to have to hide on the other side of the zone.
Foldable shield. Oh, he hits 2 shots. That was actually really well done by Spiro, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Comes over the rock and shuts down Shen here with big plays. The Tasmanian devil of PUBG himself spinning around and taking down Spiro.
Yeah, that is 4AM getting more points, and it's looking like it's more and more inevitable that these guys are going to end on the podium. The question is, can they get more points out of this game? Look at the circle, James. It's a donut, and there on the edge, there's Petrichor Road ahead of them. There's T1 in there. E-Arena on the middle west side here. Myth is holding the south side swap. Full Sense is on the north side swap here. There's nothing much to do except for a full send towards the middle here.
4AM has to be concerned about the potential for Petrichor Road. Surely, Petrichor Road, in theory, could hold out an approach here from 4 AM down the line. And we'll see if that comes to fruition here. A very pivotal moment in the tournament. Over in the distance, you can see them here laying in wait. Of course, a lot of teams are aware that they are here due to the shenanigans that were going on before. But I don't think 4 AM will be fully.
Ming Ming. Our PGC 2022 winner with New Happy. Playing alongside Chewy and the boys. Obviously, this Southwest push here and hold. Full 4-man strong. They've got a bit of a car fought going on, but next circle, they're going to have to make a move. And it looks like 4AM is trying to push them. Myth is trying to push them, try to dislodge them off their spot. Now 4AM losing Spaceman here. Another player walk out from Na'Vi. Last time they were in 4th. In the previous game, they were winning. This time, 0 points going their way. Going into the last game here. Oh, Shen going down, losing multiple.
Yeah, Shen winded down at the moment here. I-26 actually got hit by a C4. That both teams were hitting that location at exactly the same time. Maybe Myth can actually clean that up here against Petrichor Road. Ming Ming down, 0-4 down as well.
Yes.
This is a perfect timing for Myth to be able to do something.
Yeah, and Kiss pushing even more here. NB down. It looks like just one player left standing. It's Chewy. Then one Molotov comes out. They know exactly where that nade's going to have to get thrown to. That's a great nade from Jacob taking down Chewy. And that is the top 2 out and done for 90 points for 4AM, 78 for Petrichor Road. And at this point here, the teams in the chase is next in line with 4 live is Myth. So they could have a big game and actually set themselves up for a potential podium finish going into that last game, James.
They're going to have 2 big ones, maybe. I mean, we'll see. But the thing about all of that scenario going down is that I talk about it a lot, but it's hard to, in inverted commas, coordinate in these kinds of lobbies, is that if somebody's in a position that you really need to get away from and 2 teams need it, you kind of have to push at exactly the same time. And that's exactly what those 2 teams did, 4AM and Myth, to try and get rid of Petrichor Road's position. So actually, that was sort of best case scenario for 4AM there.
No, exactly. That's exactly how it should be. In the case of them and them making a send here, that could be a big one. But the next circle is going to be popping here, James. That's going to determine a lot of what's going to be happening with this teams here. It actually went a little bit northwest here, setting up a potential way in for full sends. T1 is still in. Myth is still in with a sliver of this circle here, and they have something to play. There's a few fields on this western side that could be played late game, but T1 is looking poised for this one.
Some big points potentially. Heather, obviously, in a previous game, man of the match, was able to take down 7 scalps along the way. And this is a decent spot to be able to replicate a little bit of that as we jump on board with Furia. And as we are well aware from yesterday, neither of us is fluent. So we will continue to talk about how they potentially can work things out here from the north side.
Yep, indeed. And Irina is out in 9th place. And now all the teams remaining, James, they get 1 placement point for staying alive for this long here. And Anyone's Legends is 1 alive. But Myth in the chase here, as you see on the left side of the leaderboard here. 5 kills so far, 65 points. They could quite easily take a 3rd place here. But could they go as deep as taking a 2nd one here? They need 13 more points to do it. And with a win, that's 9 more points for placement. But also a few more ways of the kills could be coming in here. Full sense. Kills are to be had for them. Myth is looking poised for this one here. JDG now sending it in and trying to get a fight here with T1.
Trying to shoot all the way down this kind of tent location. Could actually make some decent damage happen, but no, it will be tight. Hitting Nans here with the nades. Looking for a little peek around this side here and goes forward to try and do something with it. It pulled briefly of the smoke out, but more nades go forwards. JDG has a run into a minefield.
Oh, and the nade flush there. It's huge. Look at that. The third party's coming in as well. It is DN Supers trying to backfill their Korean brethren and taking a fight onto them on the backside of this compound here. Raining and Type still standing, James. Could be a big one. Type finds Rex. That's a big opening for T1 to try to defend this compound.
Supers is not shy about this. They are going to be able to try and put the boot in at the end. Finishes off JDG. Now they need to turn their attention to the fact that DN Supers, a very threatening team, is moving on in. There's a Panzerfaust in hand. If this comes around the corner, they're a flash still. They're going to try and push in for it. They don't get the Panzer off. Oh no! Here, a Heaven that actually takes down Raining. Type still once again comes around the corner, being able to take down Guman in Heaven. What is going on?
This next level there, just destroying DN Supers, and then the others coming in to sweep it up. They tried to third party. They've got absolutely destroyed here. There's a potential rest on both players too.
Myth is moving. Myth's moving for this as well. What an absolute barn burner, quite literally almost, here in the barns, as now Heather around that corner. Where's Scappy going to send this? Is it going to be doing enough damage? It might clip him a little bit, but then they move on back. Probably see it anyway coming his way. So he moved away a little bit to be able to then negate some of that damage. Another nade forwards from Baron. What can Jacob do with his nade? Trying to post it on through. They're absolutely barraging the barn right now as Raining still tries to delay things on this right-hand side.
Damage out to this house here, trying to defend it. A lot of damage, 56 and 33 damage onto both sides of these guys here. Still full streak here for Heather. More third parties is potentially coming in as well with this circle going the side that it is.
Full Sense is next. Surely. Or are they going to move it all? They're biding their time. I don't know how many cars they have, but surely they should be next on something like this. They're hearing all of this across the road whilst this is delayed out now. This is actually beneficial for T1 to just get a little bit of a reset on all of this. There was so many nades expended from Myth that did not do much against the T1 position.
More bullets
What a
coming
fight.
in the way. Yeah, huge fight here. Then it all finds Furia. Furia's still in the fight for this one here. SOG, Furia, and the northern side. Full Sense in the west here. Jacob
They're not
setting up a
going.
little bit of a defense here. They're not going as a little bit of a passive player, James.
Yeah, I mean, other side of the road,
Baron.
maybe looking forwards to the north. Baron does take down type. That's a big scalp to take for this one. 760 damage from Baron right now in this game alone. As Kiss coming along with the Panzerfaust. A little bit of Kiss magic maybe in the air as he comes around the corner. He sees that foldable shield. That's going to cause problems. He goes for it. Oh, it's a double here to be able to get things going. Or confirm as well as raining down. Kiss with the Panzerfaust. Make magic happen once again.
He did get him with the knock there with the with the Saiga, but Myth is up to 9 kills, and they're going to get Baron up as well.
They're
What a
making a run
play.
for
What a game for it. They're going straight for it, James. They might even get second place here if they're able to survive for just a bit longer. They have all of the southern sides to themselves. Furia, S2G, and Full Sense is fighting each other. Meanwhile, Myth has survived the onslaught of multiple teams in this compound.
Myth was my outside pick at the beginning of this final to make the run for it, and if they're able to somehow do it, that would be insane. A nade, this could be a perfect post.
What an insane nade from DraftKings here. They're making a run for it, try to get out of that 16th place. And what a great one here. DraftKings always been one of those superstars coming out of this region here. And now with 6 kills overall and a 4th place for them, this could be the last dash that they have to make a run for it over and try to get 15 or 16 overall leaderboard here. Scabby finds DraftKings. Posa finds CCI next here. SGG is falling apart.
Yeah, found DraftKings, found Poster as well here. If they're able to get a little bit more, this could be them catching up to the Chinese teams all the way up towards the top. Quepa though finishes off BL, and now S2G here trying to do something to survive against Full Sense and Made in Thailand. The Thai teams are dominating here on Tago. What a Tago so far. Normally I'm a bit passive about Tago, but this one has been wall-to-wall excellent.
We've been blessed with great Tagos, and yeah, it's been time to Tago for sure. And even though with this one here, with being one more game to go off of this one, we're going to be ending on Miramar. And I love this from Full Sense. Belmont, the PGC MVP sends it in. And I don't know, he maybe jumped out too early. Thanadals finds Belmont with the flush. Full Sense is falling apart from its own accord here, James.
If Myth makes this happen, the race is on, Martin. The race is on for that final game, and they are playing phenomenally. Right now, Full Sense, the world champion, staring across from them, 3v4, as we do have a little bit more of a tense moment here. Made in Thailand, just doing a little bit of jump scouting here to see exactly where they could possibly find them. I'm wondering how much lethal util they actually have available.
With the car being here, I would be looking at this and saying that's a suspicious location.
And Nate's forwards.
Smoke's coming in. Nate's coming in too. 71 health left on him, but the car is burning, James. He can't be too close to it. He's down to 46 HP if they continue with some more util. 27 more damage with the nade here being done. And yeah, Tigger has to move, has to continue and follow the cover here behind the burning vehicle.
Yeah, very important smokes go down for him to be able to make that move and not get shot while that it was exploding. So important stuff there as we have some deployable cover coming down for Jacob. FAMAS in hand. Baron's almost at 1,000 damage, 936 right now. Let's get a read of that lethal util. 5 mollies, 2 frag grenades, few blues in hand too. See what they can do.
Yeah, that's huge. Plenty of smoke. 6-4. That's 14 total smoke.
Surely he's gone
here. That is easily something to take them out. Oh, lots of damage done to Tigger again. Once again, it's not enough, but Tigger's trying to survive, trying to hold on to it. He wasn't even laying down the extra, but he has a 3-vis. That's where the extra protection comes in from. 55% total reduction from nades. Since it's not broken, now he's going to hit the deck. Yeah, really good rip position here. That might be a hard read for them, but now look at the other guys. They're going to have to make a move here. And yeah, we've got Jacob with a FAMAS and 3 gear in hand, holding this one down here. Shots coming into Molotovs being deployed from Baron James.
It's almost impossible for full sense here with the blue nipping at them the way it is over there and the deployable cover that everybody has here from Made in Thailand, the foldable shields, all of this util, 1,000 damage now done for Baron as well. He's been brilliant in this game. Another Panzerfaust kiss, excuse me? All right, well, let's go for it. Let's try and shut down the rest of full sense here. Up on the roof, Gappy goes down. He's to find himself a bit of a better position.
There's also a util in the hands of the guys from Full Sense. Tigger does a lot of damage to Jacob here. Now more utils being deployed here. There's 4 bandages left on Tigger and a smoke grenade in the smoke grenade launcher. That's it. He's going to have to make play here. Flash jumps up on this one here. This might be a huge angle. Baron does find Tigger here now. It's effectively a 4 versus 2.
That angle could have been absolutely deadly, but the fact that they're able to take Tigger means now that all of their attention is on these 2 locations. It should be an easy cleanup, but Jacob goes around the corner, actually taken out quickly. He is flashed. Oh, some good shots come on in here, but Thanadol finishes off Jacob. So 3v2 continues as they will just hold these positions for now, not taking too many risks. So that's a molly right on Thanadol. Oh, it's his! Oh no!
Oh, it gets shot while he was trying to show it off, and Baron does get the confirmation. That's a more and more point going their way. And look at this. There it is. He's sending it in. And Made in Thailand makes a play and makes a push for the top 2 here. 14 kills, 24 total points, James.
There's no other way to describe it than what I've already been doing for Kiss. That is some Made in Thailand magic right now, because it felt like it was all said and done for China to be able to run away with this one for 1 and 2. But suddenly, Made in Thailand for the final game is making it very, very interesting. Joining me, Toffees and Poro here at the desk once again. Toffees, this was magic. Whoa. Toffees, you're muted at the moment. Yep, we got you.
I had a really good lead in. It's just
That was good. Yeah.
Let me check
That was great.
The
I thought
man,
it was
the myth, the
Doing
legend.
it again.
Some say it takes only 1 kiss to change your future forever. But in this case, it's Kiss, Baron, and the rest of the boys who step up and make it a race for first. I can't believe they got back in this.
Poro, awesome stuff to watch. What did you think?
Bro, say his name and say